Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? We be chillin'. It is Friday? It is a Friday. Oh my lord. What is going on? Morning, friend. How you doing? I'm chilling. I got my coffee. I figured we vibe out this morning and do some speedruns. What do y'all got going on today? You're adding splits back into the Goonie 2 and now your sum of best is all messed up. I know, it was probably the right move for you to like strip away all those strips and stuff when you're doing your world record climb. But yeah, now you're like, what do I do now? Work meeting at 2? Cool. Pretty light day. Yeah, well, you had, okay. It was a really good run. Like, don't get it twisted. It was a really good run. It was a world record. But at the same time, you're right that there were some spots in your run that were like, oh, okay. There are like some obvious points of improvement, right? It's gonna be fun to see you grind out that next benchmark. Good enough. Well, now you got to go through the like. Are you going to argue that the damage boosts qualify for this category? And if so, I think a sub 15. Have you done the math? Have you done the math on would it be possible to get a sub 15 if you incorporate some of those zips? Like, I know you were saying that, like, especially that bridge, the double bridge boost, that would have, like, guaranteed you the world record. Easily sub 15. Okay. I wasn't sure how many of them were, like, RTA viable that you'd be able to actually incorporate. Because I know some of the TAS ones are, like, it's just going to take manipulation, and, like, getting them all is going to be virtually impossible. But, like, they seem like you were... Like, it seemed like you were getting pretty consistent with the boosts. Like, when you think about your improvement on like, the glasses glitch from, say, like, a year or two ago to today, right? Like, you've gotten significantly more consistent with that. You're gonna try to get the 1509 the old-fashioned way. Yeah, okay, that's true. The 1509 probably is possible without any new tricks being introduced. Which is, hey, that's a good goal. It's funny, I remember Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy, sub 20 was like the big benchmark. Still is, to be perfectly honest, but sub 20 was the big benchmark. And you could get a sub 20 without using any of the zips that are in the game. But then we discovered the zips, and the sub 20s became, like, way more consistent. To the point where it's like, it almost feels like it's a badge of honor if you can get a sub 20 without them, because it's still possible. Alrighty. Let's play some games, man. Let's chat and chill. Well, okay, so have you... I assume you've watched... Yes, I decided to throw a live split on our Facecam TV. We gotta keep it all thematically appropriate. Yo, what is up? Welcome to the show. We're chilling, we're just practicing and playing some Castlevania. We are on the, whoops. We are on the grind as I mess up my pacing, but that's fine. All right, second death. Oh, 78. Ooh. That is 86. This is gonna be, this is tight. This grind really leaves you, the RNG isn't terrible on it, but like, I don't think I'm gonna make the day-night cycle. I'm at 140, 50? Nah, I'm not gonna make the day-night cycle, am I? See, so yeah, there is a faster grind that is just so much more difficult. I will say, I'm usually not... Whoops. Whoops. Dang it. There you go. I gotta get, yeah, I gotta... It is way easier, my friends, to do those floor drops on a leverless controller. I'm doing my darndest to learn this on pad, because I do want to play this game on actual hardware. That being said, I am so close to buying a PC to NES controller adapter, so I can use modern controllers on my NES. Really? It's only 70, man. Yeah, that's not a great... Doesn't feel great leaving things up to randomness, does it? What is that, 86? 94? No, that's 94. Okay, I need 2 more. Okay, so that second life there was much better for me. Nothing, though. So I want to get this. I need 2 more. There you go. Wait, you're 1250 is your sum? That's not right. That can't be right. Yeah, you wish. There we go. Yeah, right? Well, it probably will. Like, you will probably just, as you play it out, it'll figure it out. But, I mean, alternatively, you start anew. Whoop. There you go, that's what I wanted. You need whip and a holy water, Mike. Yeah, there are just some things that on a leverless work way better. Yeah, starting to split file. That's probably what I would do, especially since you're on, like, you've now hit the world record. It's almost like it's a new chapter, right? Okay, just want to be here until I level up. There we go. I am going... Whoops. I'm going to make my attempt here. I want to try to do the grind over by the witches. Because if I do it well, I will end up with more hearts going out of this, and I will be out of this grind, and I will be closer to my next checkpoint. So I want to be able to jump back there and catch all three of them, but my positioning isn't fantastic right now. But even still, I think this still is faster than the skeletons. That's what I want. Because, yeah, if you can get the rhythm down with the witches, then it's basically like the equivalent of you get like 5 attempts at a heart for every 2 attempts you get doing it against the skeletons. But I think it's riskier in terms of you taking damage, and if you mess it up, it'll actually end up getting you fewer hearts going forward. But yeah. 54, alright. I mean, I made it. I made it. Morning, Super. How's it going? I tried for the floor drops. Yep. My consistency with them is way lower on pad. Okay, but I mean, 6.5 minutes to this point is kind of my average. About my average coming into this area. Oh, missed the bat. Oops. Okay, I cannot for the life of me remember how many lives I have, though. Guys, did I die twice on my first grind, or was it just the once? Kaguya released an update. Oh no! Broke compatibility. Dang. That's rough. That sucks. Okay, let's get this floor drop. And let's see if we can get the good floor drop. Grounded hit, grounded hit. Come on, if I got my roll right. Damn it. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. Whoop. Back up. There we go. Yeah, hopefully everyone can find a fix for it, because that's always rough. Yay! Got the boost. Aw, I didn't get to. Aw, that's a horrible time to have a text box pop up, too. Okay. 40. I need 3 more hearts, guys. Let's do this. 1. There we go. That was actually very kind of them. Okay, reset subpixel. Let's see if we can get this in 1, friends. Nah, damn it. Alright. Okay. I can't remember how many lives I had. I was on my last life. Good thing I reset. Drop me down to the water. Left. No floor drops. Man. I really have to build my consistency with those floor drops, especially this section. Like this is a whole ass, 15 seconds. Yeah, try playing games, Retro Buddha, including Martial Champions. It'll just freeze periodically. Brutal. Yes, that's it. With so many floor drops, it really is. It's like, which ones are the essentials? Oop! Okay, well, that's an unfortunate extra life lost. I didn't want that to happen. Tom, what's up? No boosts. Come on, give me the platform boost. Nah. That is not the platform boost is not something you need, it's just something that's beneficial. Okay. Whoops. No! Stop hitting me. Yeah, hopefully it does, my friends. Oh, Jesus. I love me some sloppy inputs in the morning. Alright, so... I'm not doing great on health. Grab a couple extra hearts while I'm at it. Okay. So, I need to get through this to the next mansion without dying, because I'm going to need to take an intentional death to get across the swamp. But then I'll be on 1 life for the mansion with death. Which is a little risky. But we'll see how it goes. This is why I was very unfortunate that I just fell into the water in the first mansion. It was just a silly input error. Okay, 84. See if we can get these drops. Come on. Ah ha ha! And we got the double. Alright, you know what? I'm not mad. I'm not mad. If I'm gonna spend all that time, I at least get the double drop. Okay. Okay. Now, let us... Damn it. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Okay. Thankfully, I have that little ledge at the start of that screen, because I always forget about the skelly that comes walking at me. You're presenting your meeting today. No chance of it being canceled. Womp womp. I think they'd suspect something if you weren't there. Okay. So... This is perfect. 1 health. I take the death here. Got to equip Dracula's heart, so this dude takes us to the right place. And that's how you know you did it right. Oh! Alright, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Okay. Time to kill Death. These guys are jerks. No, stay over to the left. Thank you. Not risking getting hit. But I will need some extra hearts. Whoop, right, 2 hits, 2 hits. Gotta remember. You know, I gotta say, for as a person who isn't particularly great and doesn't particularly love math, I do gotta say, I am always picking genres of games that require math. I don't know why. Oh, shit. That's not good. That's not good. No, we're done. And that's why you want more health. Telling you, what a game, man. What a game. It will beat you up. Damn it. I just gotta take it now. Are you getting annoyed by the DLC again? What's it? Why is it proving difficult? I'm curious. Is it just, like, annoying bosses? It's a gank fight. Or a jank fight. Human who dodge rolls parries. Ah. And then Midir is kind of dumb. That's unfortunate. Sometimes it's just like, nah, that's not my type of fight. Gank is the word? Okay, okay. Yeah, no, as in they gank you, not as in it's janky. Yeah. Whoops. Alright, 90. I need 3 more. Come on. Okay, 2 more. I'll get him on my last life. Oh, are you serious? It's like having to wait for the dude to finish too. Like, that sucks. Oh, Jesus! Jesus! Oh, and now you don't... I'm so mad. It's not gonna... I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I don't think I have enough time. This is gonna be very close. I gotta buy. I'll skip the stair reset. Ah, no. I'm not waiting 3 minutes. Having another player just gatekeep you feels bad. Okay, so I actually made this suggestion a couple of years ago at the indie game dev roundtable that I hosted, where I'm like, what if you went through an arcade mode in a fighting game and the last boss was an online opponent, right? Like, that you could opt in, obviously, but like the idea being that if the AI is preparing you to play the game and face other people, what better final challenge than an actual other person? Yo, Spriven, what's up? Oh man, Taco Bell always has its revenge. Okay, so you think that works? So you do think that like, okay. Because that's it, right? It's like, it's also a little bit of a feels bad, right? Where it's like to think that if you don't care, I mean, this is if it's opt-in, right? That's one thing. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. You're right. Dark Souls is the exact opposite. Because, yeah, it prepares you to fight dragons, and then it gives you this little random dude. Oh, come on. Yeah, I gotta get on this pacing, dude. Yeah, not optimal. Oh, I tried to be very clever and get it at like hop onto that pixel. Yeah, I feel like I'm way more likely to input my whip too fast and have my input get eaten. I really do wonder, I should, I don't have the tools. I would love to be able to test the timing difference between my CRT setup and my emulation setup. Yeah, okay, 66 at 1 death is not fantastic. Give me some doubles. These are not doubles. Where am I at? 82? 86? I think that's 86. Alright, if I could be at 94, if I get a double here, I'm not in terrible shape. 90. I only got a single. All right. Two more. There we go. 102 hearts. Let's get our stuff. Ooh! Oh no, maybe we're not. We're not gonna get our stuff, are we? I was slow. Why was I so slow? Was my whipping really that much slower? Come on. Now I'm getting antsy. You know, I was saying earlier on that the RNG here wasn't that bad, really. I take it back. Maybe at like 62. Oh my god. RNG is always bad in CV2. I know, I know. I tell myself it's not that bad because then it doesn't... I don't go insane, but look at this. Thing is, at any moment, they can just give you, like, frickin' 40 hearts, and it's ridiculous. Nah. It's funny. I'm getting to the point where I am starting to recognize when the pace is completely off. Nada. Okay. Right, because that's it. Like, you think of it, right? You need 50, and 2 doubles in a row give you 16. Like, you can get this extremely quickly, or very slowly. And now they're gonna give me nothing. They are being very stingy. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Alright, let's see. I might just be able to. Alright, we made it. We made it! Reset. Jump. Bonk. I like this setup, right? It's pretty easy. You reset on the stairs. You jump up to the ledge. You bonk your head once. And then you're set to do it. It's actually a pretty decent... It feels really good. It's really nice. Like, honestly, if you wanted to, like, practice a... be like, do I want to do the speedrun? Castlevania 2 gives you a really good opportunity, because it's, like, right at the beginning. The floor drop is right there. It's a really easy setup to do it off the bat, so it gives you a chance to be like, do I vibe with this? Need all my hearts. Oh, we're fine, we're fine. Oh, jeez. I know. Some of my... That portion with the whatever, the lake monsters, is really fun. But the thing is, I remember it being so treacherous, like when I played played this game growing up. And then it becomes really easy once you understand what's going on. But then, like, you do one little mess up, and it becomes hyper deadly. Yeah, fixed jump almost did me in. Oh, Spriven, we've all been there. Just don't wanna. See, okay, yeah. So you can either go... There's two, like, patterns you can try to get with these witches. And one of them gets you, like, 5 opportunities. The other one gets you 4 opportunities. But either is better than the skeletons, which is what I was doing before. Which would only net me 3 for every, like, loop that I did. But now, I'm not sure if I'm fast enough at the witch grind to get my 150 consistently. I'm probably at 142. 150 on the dot. I got so lucky. Alright. But that's kind of my early game grind route. Oh, shit. so lucky you wouldn't be in this mess. But yep. Whoa, very close again. Alright, alright. Yeah, I know. I mean, I just couldn't help myself, though. You know, I'm just one of those guys who goes around graveyards, into weird mansions, digs up people's bones, their eyes, their livers. Oh, man, I wonder, is that what Dracula's liver would do? It just gives you the ability to drink as much as you want without suffering any consequences? Dracula boys, up to no good again. Come on, yes! Alright. Yes! Got the good drop. Yeah. Yep, Dracula's eyes gives you perfect vision. Okay, 34. 38. I need me some 50 odds. Hearts, guys. 36. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. Pray that these two skellies here give me one. Got it. I don't think I'm close enough to the edge of the screen to get the wrap to work right now. No. Let me reset my lives. This should work. No dice. No dice on those floor drops. If there's any double drop that I really want to get, it's this one, because it just saves so much time from having to walk around. And the one in the next mansion, just because I think it looks kind of cool. Do not want to get stuck in that wall. Rappers still, I like it. I like it. Okay, jump, fall, bonk. Let's go. Item all on the ground. 2 jumps down. Man, it's so funny, like, I don't know if that is the recommended way to do it. Oh shit, did I miss it? No, I got it. But it works. Got it in one. All right. Like, this is such a cool looking mansion when you get it right. Okay. Still daylight, which means I'm on decent time. Okay. This is a pretty good pace for me so far. Dragon Ball FighterZ is good. I could never get into that game. I don't know what it was exactly, but I never quite vibed with it. Honestly, maybe it's just that I was burnt out on Marvel at the time. Well, yeah, no, because they obviously did something right. It was 100% a game all my Marvel head friends were definitely into. It is such a belligerent game, though, isn't it? Very hard to get a handle when you know nothing about what the cast does. Ah, okay, yeah, I feel that. I feel that hard, Joe. Ah, single drop, that's fine. At least I got it first try. Dang it. Keep missing those stairs. We're just looking forward to attack with kick as Goku. That confused you. Whoops. I just jump instinctively there, and I'm like, let me see how bad the RNG is. Because those knights are completely RNG how they move, so it's like, they could move forward, they could move back. Moving forward for them is the worst of the options, but at least I don't die. No! Stop getting hit, Mike! Alright. Welcome back, Super. We are back into a run. This is... We're past the grinding. Well, not all of it, but we're past the early game grinding. And we are approaching what I guess is probably the first, like, real skill checkpoint for the run. Oh my. Okay. I need to stop doing whatever it is that I'm doing right now. The first skill check as I drop it before the first skill check. Oh, jeez, right. It's nighttime, so they take 2 hits. Okay. That's fine. I am at... I just gotta make sure... I'm actually... It's funny. I must have been ahead of pace, because I'm used to it being nighttime, or daytime already. Okay, that's fine. We got across, and we have 2 lives. Get the heart. Let's get across. Amazing that the best song in the franchise came from an NES. It is such a good track, man. Okay. This is where we died last time. Stupid ass random. Come on. But we have an extra life. I'm gonna try to be a little careful. And racing these skellies up the stairs sometimes sucks. Okay. I'm at 150. I'm actually probably at a better heart count this time than I was last. Okay, get the 6 hearts. Thank you. Okay, let me get this frickin' floor drop this time. Let's go. Thank you. Okay. Oak steak. Death drop. Missed the jump. Yeah, Bloody Tears was in Haunted Castles too. Oh! Was it actually? Oh, alright. I have way less experience with Haunted Castle. Oh. Nope, this is bad. This is bad. Come on. Oh, come on. This isn't gonna work. Oh, my lord. I should have just left the room, guys. I should have just respawned him and tried to get the holy water quick kill. Ugh. Super sad. Yeah, it's funny, man. Like I haven't had that much trouble with the death fight. But it's like, that's like everything in this game, man. Like, this game doesn't give you trouble until it does, right? So, like, what I should have done was that, reset, gone back under. And done that. Like, that's what I needed to do, right? So yeah, oh man, so there are a couple routing choices I still have to make long term. Like, I think going with the golden knife is probably the better idea, especially if I start using it more late game. Or I could skip it entirely, skip this death fight, if I learn the Holy Water Quick Kill on Dracula instead. But that is more difficult. So like, that's a good question, Super. Actually, was it? That's a good question. Because, yeah, just because the games came out in that order does not mean that they were necessarily developed in that order, right? Okay. I haven't heard of the Nightmare game. I should actually take a look at that. Alright, friends, I'm going to take a quick little breather. I will be right back for more Castlevania 2 attempts. Guys, I would love to... Let's get a completed run. I think that's the goal for today. Let's get a completed run. Yo, grab yourself a drink. Settle in. We got some more Castlevania just on the horizon. I'll be right back, friends. Nightmare has floor drops? Nightmare has floor drops? I'm in. Punk, I gotta say, it is so delightful having, like, watching you be on your world record grind and have you succeed. It's been so great. Did you watch the Summoning Salt video that just came out? The quest for 159 in Punch-Out against Mike Tyson? That honestly reminded me, like, it made me think of your journey with Goonies. And, like, in part because it's like, here are these, right? It's just like they're talking where they just got really good at the one frame hooks against Mike Tyson. And that was making up a lot of the time difference between them and what they thought, what Summoning Salt said were, like, better players in a lot of other regards. Right? And it's like, everyone has their different sets of strengths in speedruns, right? But it's always fast, like, to see you be like, just the glasses glitches alone, the menuing alone, putting you ahead of other players, and then seeing you add in these other things, which, like, stepped up your game as you went, was just like, such a great journey. Yeah, those final, like, little second barriers, man, they're so tough. Like, I am simultaneously sad that I am nowhere near close to anything like being, like, a really good time in Castlevania here. But at the same time, I'm like, every time I complete a run, I have some, like, great successes in some part of the run, right? And that constant sense of, like, improvement and accomplishment really, like, urges me on as a speedrunner. Right? Glad you didn't get the world record offline alone. I know, that's what happens sometimes. Like, I got my Mighty Gunvolt world records offline. And those are, like, great personal accomplishments for me, even though they've largely been usurped at this point. But also, like, yeah, I didn't get those, I didn't get to celebrate those with people, right? One more, come on. Should be fine. Should be fine? Now I'm worried. I'm really worried I wasn't gonna get in there before nightfall. Start working more Excitebike runs. Really want to get those off your plate, yeah. That's true. I mean, is it better or worse that it's just waiting for luck to line up? I don't know, sometimes. Oh my! Whoops. I accidentally did a floor drop. Oh god. See, this is it. It can happen. It can happen if your subpixel lines up correctly and you try to whip an enemy down 2 blocks, you can sometimes. There's like probably 2 or 3 points in the run where I can accidentally do that. Oh, God. I think that's the first time it's actually happened to me, though. And there, my friends, is the very, very likely origin of the discovery of floor drops. Right? Like, I'm trying to think now, back to being a child playing this game. Did that happen to me? Very likely. Like, that very likely did happen to me at some point in time. And I said, I don't fucking know. And I just moved on with my life, right? And then some speedrunner was like, wait a tick. What if? More. One more. I can get this in one life. Yep. See if you want to track mode shows how to do the damage boost. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, signs were there all along. I'm telling you, that's my favorite thing about Mega Man 2 Game Boy Zip, is that it was in. Someone had a YouTube video, just like a handy cam of their Game Boy, showing the Zip in action. And it was on YouTube for almost a decade before one of the Mega Man 2 speedrunners was looking for a run on YouTube and stumbled upon this person's video from like a decade ago. And then that became like the primary speed trick, right? Whoops. Yeah, I'm just gonna run past those guys. Okay, that wasn't ideal, but at least I didn't die. Right? But those little, like... There are so many people who are playing games and not recording them and documenting them and talking about them, who have no doubt come across various glitches, which could well be huge speed tricks. But, right? You know, no, some of them are going to be more likely to come across than others, right? Like the floor drop, I think there are enough instances in this game, especially playing casually, that you would be able to find, you would be able to end up in a situation where you do just what I did, where you're like, oh, it just makes sense to walk off this ledge and kill this enemy because they're walking away and I know, like, right? It's like, oh, Jesus. Okay, let's try this one again, reset. I'm gonna wait. One jump, two jumps, floor drop. This is gonna be pretty tight though. I don't know how much time. I think I have maybe a minute, maybe 50 seconds to grind these witches. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm not going far enough now. I'm only getting to 2. Whoops. Last chance. Damn. What am I at? 42. Womp womp. Because this sucks. Right? Because that's the grind now, right? It's like, if you mess it up, that's the grind. And like, already, I'm probably way off. Is it better to farm at town left as a backup? So like if you're saying like if it turns to day when I'm in that town to go left? No, because if I go left, I have to crawl all the way up the stairs, and it's still like it's better there, but it takes so long to climb back up, and then you have to set back up for like a floor drop down or climb back down. Exactly, right? So it's just there's like, it's not bad. If I only need 2 or 4 hearts, I can go to the right, kill those 3 enemies, and hopefully get, 2 to 6 hearts. You can get, like, 2 from each of them. And, like, it's definitely not ideal, but if you're just off, that's not the end of the world. But, like, needing 8... is a big ask. And it's also not easy, right? Like, the way that eyeball comes down on you, and then the way the skeletons are set up on those small platforms, it makes it pretty... So yeah, that is an area where... And this is why, so... Like, I start that grind with those skeletons, and then I move to the town when I get a level up. I used to do it where I would just farm until 150 at those skeletons, and then start walking. But it meant that I could only ever get 150, right? I'm basically guaranteed to get it, but I'm not going to get anything more. Whereas if I go to the town, I'm not guaranteed to get it, but I could also get significantly more. Okay, 86. Yeah, and that sucks because that meant my early grind on the last run was actually pretty good. One more. It's gonna be close. Right, because I came in here at like 120 on my last run. I don't think I'm gonna make it. You can sometimes make it if you get in the door by 2 minutes. All right. But you're gonna see, night's gonna fall pretty soon after I come out of here. Up, down. Yeah. So, like, that's how much time I had to get in that door. Because the day clock does not tick down when you are indoors. So yeah, I waited a little bit longer before whipping there, just to make sure I didn't get an accidental floor drop. Oh. All right, all right. So now my question is, like, since I'm getting so close, like within 2 or 3 hearts of 150, do I grind an extra 2 or 3 here and hope that I can still make up the difference? Like, is it 6 of one, half dozen of the other? I think it might be at this point, but let me do 1 back around. Right, get myself an extra 8. Wait to jump over him. Second jump for the setup, and then floor drop. All right, so that one I'm pretty reliable with. Okay. Whoops. Ah, missed him, damn it. Or her. Woohoo! Okay, this isn't exactly how you want to do it, but I've been able to reset my little pattern. And that's time. 152? 58, all right. Thank you. Yes, yes. That was a pretty decent grind. I definitely just, yeah, I think that's like that's the better way to do it. I think making sure I can just do that witch grind, right? And especially as I get better at it, it's gonna make a much bigger difference for my heart count later on. So I think there's gonna be a bit of like a knockoff effect of if I get that witch grind good enough that it makes the rest of the run smoother. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. I got through it. It's a little laggy, but best I don't take hits I don't need to. Alright, so this is just a casually walking up some stairs. So yeah, this floor drop setup, thankfully you have to go up these stairs, which resets your subpixel. And then you just gotta make sure you don't jump. Just don't jump. Just don't jump. Until here, and then it's jump up, down, up, floor drop, come on. Yes. You have a couple of attempts to get it there. Dang it. I don't think I have it. Nope. All right. Back up strat. Same setup as in the town. Stairs. Up, down, up. That's kind of like the base. It might not be the fastest setup. But it's like a reliable one. Yes, boost. I love that little speed boost off that platform. It's like, and yo, the Punk, thank you for pointing out that it was, indeed, it was also a Konami game in the Goonies 2 that has a very similar, if not exactly the identical, speed boost off a platform. They are fun to mess with. I don't know, there's something just about, like, the idea of, like, I'm breaking physics. Is this good enough? Do I get the wrap? I got the Chipotle wrap. I didn't get the drop, but I got the good wrap. It might be identical. Yeah, you only press A on the perfect frame. Yeah, absolutely. I love it. It's so good, right? Like, because, yeah, it's so weird that you get pushed into the, like, the transition, the screen transition zone. But it doesn't trigger if you keep moving right. It only triggers when you start moving left. Okay, I'm gonna take the death here. Nice. And then that too. And so that one actually pushes you all the way through the screen transition zone, just negating you needing to walk across 3/4 of that screen. So dope. I love those tricks. So yeah, because it's move forward. Yeah, there you go. It's move forward. And then I think it's a single frame of neutral, and then a jump without a direction. And then it takes, like, your forward momentum from that forward, like, it combines basically your walk speed with the platform speed. And then the jump triggers you just to be like, go flying, whee! So good. Think of Yoshi's Island comes to mind. Those platforms had some of the best of that stuff. Yes. I don't know what my heart count is at, but I'm just gonna let it rock. Whoops. Yeah, the Yoshi's Island speedrun is kind of crazy, actually. There we go. Made it there without getting hit. I'm fairly confident I have enough hearts. I just don't want to hit pause. Guys, this is why I want to make a Lewis script that just takes all of your item information and displays it on stream, because... And I'm sure this would make, I'm sure it would invalidate any speedruns if I actually use it. But, like, I would love just a display that tells me my heart count and my life count. Come on. Didn't even get the double. Yeah, they should have on. I would think so. It's like there's... They could afford to do it. Dang it. Why'd you have to move forward? Figure if you don't input the game window... Yeah, right? I mean, this is, like, I wonder sometimes, is, because, like, I know a bunch of the randomizers do this, where, like a lot of people who speedrun randomizers just have the display that lets them know all of the things that they have collected, right? And I'm like, I don't necessarily think that invalidates their runs, but is it considered different because it's a randomizer? I don't know. Damn it, missed the jump. Damn it, didn't need to jump. All right, hang on, I gotta make sure I don't mess this up. Nice. Give me the hearts. That is another spot where you can accidentally floor drop right into death. $120 hearts? Okay. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Okay, and here. Now, thankfully, this is daytime, so... Ah. That's fine. I gotta take the intentional death here anyways. Oh, come on, where are you, little... I was hoping the little wolf dude would come out and give me a hand, but... Okay, remember to switch to the heart mic. Free boost? Nah. So yeah, you can get that little speed boost jump off of the boats as well. Okay. Oh, come on. Honestly, those knights, when they're above a set of stairs on you, these guys are the most nerve-wracking part of this game, in my opinion. Because you don't know. You don't know. Jesus. Blob, get out of my way. Okay, I really want to keep this life. At least until death. I mean, I would ultimately, like, I'd be able to... Because I can get a level up in this mansion. Which would refill my health. Ostensibly giving me an extra life. How mean is he gonna be? He's gonna be very mean. Thank you for the floor drop. Okay. Can we get... Now. So I think I see speedrunners of this game use a different setup for that drop that takes way longer to do, but I think it makes the jump into the death room significantly easier. Come on. Come on. I don't think I'm at the right position. No. Can I do it the old-fashioned way? I cannot do it the old-fashioned way. This game was meant to be fun. We used to be a society. Yeah, it is not a casual speedrun. I run this long would drive you nuts. Yeah, you are all about the little optimizations, right? It's funny, I go back and forth, right? Like an hour-long run is about the longest I want my speed runs to be. I think when I was running Mario Odyssey, I think I was clocking in at like an hour and 15, an hour and 20. And like that was probably the longest speed run that I did, and it was really fun, but it is a drain, man. And it does mean that like getting all those little optimizations becomes so much harder, just because you got to string them all together. But like 20 to 40 minute speed runs are about my sweet spot. Which is almost why I'm like, I kind of want to get good enough at this run for it to be a sub 40 run regularly for me. Yeah, there's got to be a certain level of masochism involved, right? That's funny. That's funny, Tom. Yeah, Goonies is the longest game that you run. And yeah, it's like less than half the length of my CV2 run. Jeez, I wasn't far enough. So you're saying my times are only going to get inherently worse as I age? Okay, so I actually reset my sub picks a little early, and I think you might be right. You may be right.
You're awesome.
Come on, there we go. Aw, no you! No you! Ooh, maybe some Darktide this weekend? That could be fun. That could be fun. I gotta like do some Christmas shopping. I've got to start my Christmas shopping. Guys, I used to be so much better. I used to like start buying Christmas gifts for people in fucking August. But yeah, I gotta hit the post office. I believe my shirts, my Rat House shirts from M, the Rat Queen, have finally arrived. I just gotta go. I must go collect them. I mean, I do my shopping early, A, because I'm generally thinking about other people and what they might like, but also because I kind of like teasing people. I like being like in October, being like, hey, guess what? Here's your Christmas gift. Put it under a non-existent tree. It's a fun bit of teasing I like to do with my loved ones. Oh, come on. Wow. Okay. It now would have officially been faster to walk down the stairs. Okay, let's see what I can do with this. Whoops, grind. Come back here. Oh, guys, okay. So I don't know about y'all. I know there are some new metal and like old metalhead fans in here. Oh, I did not get 150 hearts. 148. I can get the other two. So I know there are some new, as in NU, new metal. Did you know, like yesterday, I learned that the lead singer from Power Man 5000 is Rob Zombie's younger brother. What the hell? What the hell? How did I never know that? I was like, are you serious? Like, your brother's earners I told you a while ago. That is like such a delightful thing. Where apparently, Mike, the younger brother from Power Man 5000, Spider, was like, told the record labels, do not use my association with Rob as a like selling point, right? Like, I don't want that. Which I think, to me, as like a fan, I think of just music in general, where I'm like, I probably would have had less respect for Power Man 5000 if I had found out that there was a bit of the nepotism going on, right? And it doesn't seem like there was actually much of that happening, right? But I definitely would have thought it. Really? White Zombie sometimes plays Worlds Collide? That is good. And it's so cool though, right? Because like, you think about it, like, I mean, Rob Zombie doing the kind of like horror like shtick, right? Like the goth clown horror weird scary movie kind of vibes pulling in from all that stuff. And then Power Man 5000 being like, we're sci-fi, right? Is two really interesting takes on a similar concept from two like brothers, right? Yeah, absolutely, right? I wasn't sure if it was an old sci-fi movie or like a pulp comic or something like that. But yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that they had pulled from that, right? I mean, like, for me as a fan of sci-fi, like seeing Power Man 5000 back in the day, I was like, yeah, no, this makes total sense. Like, I mean, it is no weirder than David Bowie doing Ziggy Stardust as a concept, right? It is right up that alley, very much in the same style of theatrics. Even down to, I think, probably the way that they as musicians pulled from different inspirations and different genres. Like, okay, that's good. I just need one more heart. Smashing Pumpkins frontman played at Bowie's 50th birthday. Oh, really? Because he thought of him when he thought... That's interesting. I did not know that. You would have to make Billy stand a few feet back. That man is tall. I met Billy Corgan when I was like 12 years old, and that man could fucking palm my entire skull as a basketball. It was insane. He was huge. There is actual footage of me meeting Billy Corgan. standing between like Sukian Lee and Darcy. I'm gonna give Nardvar all the deets if he ever interviews me. That would be... I'm not entirely sure what world we would be in when Nardwar would need to interview me, but I would like to know why that happens. Yep. Someday I will be traveling around with fucking Trent Reznor doing random video work for him. Shout out to Rob Sheridan, who does all, used to do, not does all, but like does a bunch of the art, the glitch art for Nine Inch Nails. They are a fantastic artist. Or music historian interview. Yeah, I mean, I will be real. Like I've been thinking much more about the game's history and preservation and stuff like that. Frank Cifaldi from the Video Game History Foundation just had a really good GDC talk of theirs put out on YouTube, talking about game preservation and yeah, and stuff like that. Whoops. But it got me thinking about it, because, like, I'm like, no one, one of the points they made in their video was that no one's really doing digital preservation. Like, preservation of digital games, right? And made me think of all the 2D Fighter Maker games that I have been collecting over the years. And like, what do I do with those? What do we, where should those reside? What is needed to actually keep those preserved in a meaningful manner, right? That isn't done through an institution, because let's be real, there are very few institutions, even the gaming ones out there, who are going to be fucking digging into the history of 2D goddamn Fighter Maker. Well, and this is it. Like, the whole 138. Okay, that was bad. The whole idea behind, right, that the Frank Cifaldi's talk was that it's just us, and the us is all of us, right? Like, everyone's in it together. And this is the reality, right? Is like, emulation is preservation. Piracy is preservation. The Video Game History Foundation is preservation. Companies releasing modern collections is preservation. All of those things are a component of preserving our history, right? And this is worth remembering. Getting something properly digitized and preserved, and then it never being released to the public, but being kept in a private archive that is like curated by stewards and librarians and historians, is also preservation. I don't know. We can't think that, right? Like, more public access is better. But if what it takes to preserve a game is that it doesn't get released to the internet, then that is also preservation. Making sure we can get academic access in appropriate contexts is another important part of that discussion. But right? But all of us have a part to play. And I'm like, what can I do? So I'm trying to think of like more seriously about like, what do I need to do with even just starting with the like, I don't know, fucking, I've got like 80 gigs or something like that of 2D Fighter Maker games at this point, right? And it's like, what do I do with those to make them meaningfully accessible to people who are interested in it? Because, like, yeah. Well, honestly, yeah, I mean, it's card tipping is preservation. I mean, there's a little bit of my interest in glitch art and in modifying and upcycling, I guess, like whatever you want to call it. But like playing with these tools, like doing with them as you see fit, right? Like break that warranty seal. It is your device. It does feed into the idea of preservation, right? Where it's like part of the important thing about preserving our history is having the appropriate context, right? Like it means something. Playing an NES game on an emulator does not capture the reality of playing an NES game in a cart. It does not tell you what it was like to have to flip this up, right? And if your game wasn't properly aligned, this would happen. Nothing about emulation tells you about this inherently, because when you play a game on an emulator, it's not gonna do this. There is no physical hardware connection to mess this up. We're playing Halo. Halo on right? But like, what about emulating a game tells you that you need to, oh, what happens when it's blinking and you don't have a proper connection? Well, look, you wiggle back and forth and then you hit reset. Boom, it works. There was not a single person I knew growing up who had an NES who didn't know how to do that, right? But if your only access to things is the digital equivalence of them, you're missing out on a key component, right? Which is why, like, all parts of it, like this being here, being like streamed and talked about, is part of that historical context. Which, going forward, people who no longer have access to these things because they stop working can hopefully continue to contextualize, right? Because what happens, right? Like, if we want to make bit-for-bit recreations of things so people can reconstitute them in the future, right? It's not just bitwise comparisons. It's you have to know how this works in order to give people the proper context. Yeah, you miss your cards looking scuffed on screen. I actually run my Sega Genesis through an RF connector because it was one of my least played consoles, and it was at the end of my RF adapter chain, which meant that it had some of the worst looking visuals ever. But to me, that's how my Sega Genesis looked. It just always was that. So, and once again, we might have to. Do you guys understand what an RF chain of adapters is? Like a chain of RF adapters is, because that is something that you had to do. You had to plug, right? Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to sound like an old man, and I don't want to be like the kids don't know, because some of the kids do really know. But like, that is the physical context of these things being physical objects. And I don't know, it's important to be able to interact with them, right? I mean, the kids are cattle for gacha game. I mean, the thing is that there is no bigger fan of gacha games that I know than the 40-year-old anime fans. Like, I know more grown-ass adults than I do the young kids playing whatever, Umumasume Pretty Derby, or whatever the hell it is, right? Hey, Mobile Game of the Year at the Spike TV Video Game Awards of 2025. Yeah, put the blame where it really belongs. Heck yeah, like... No, it's not really a thing. I think it's important to remind people the lineage of the Game Awards, right? This is not the Emmys. This is not the Oscars. This is Spike TV trying to bundle 90 minutes of advertisements as content that they and programming that they have made. Right? I mean, we went through a lot. We went through a lot, friends. We had the Spike Video Game Awards. We had the Cheeto Pope. Now the Cheeto Pope is running the Game Awards, which is... I said it online the other day. I'm actually genuinely frustrated by the fact that the Game Awards is titled the Game Awards. Do you know how hard it is to internet search for video game awards without coming across 9 fucking billion responses that are the Game Awards hosted by Jeff Keighley? And I'm like, great. I wanted to find out about like MagFest awards. And all they're talking about is fucking Pretty Derby winning Game of the Year and Expedition 33 being both an indie and a AAA. And I'm just like, what are we doing, guys? Oh, cart tilting. See, this is my thing, though. I actually cleaned my 72-pin connector on this console, so... it is actually kind of hard to mess this up. That's amazing. Joe, I love it. I love it. Hijack whatever you need to, guys. Like... are they on drugs or are they on some real shit? Like, look. The fine line between, like, when you ride that extreme that extreme high, an absolute fucking genius. Oh man. Good game. It is a good game. You should play it. Alright. I don't think I have another run in me, but I did want to show something off. So, we were talking about like screen wraps earlier on and stuff like that. So you can actually do something fun here. If you get through here before the camera finishes scrolling down, it puts you at the wrong spot. And now you can see we've actually got some, I think this is just a tile render issue where we have like blocks on the bottom now here. Oh, they're legit. They're legit. I thought they were just gonna be visual tiles. That's so funny. Yep. So, right, because... So yeah, because you're not supposed to be able to do this. The camera's just supposed to come down with you casually as you go up and down the stairs, right? So if you do the floor drop, you're right here, and you can exit before the camera has a time to finish scroll down. So you actually get put beneath... Oh, it didn't do it that time. So you get put beneath the screen to the left. And if you can get it at the right time, that should be high enough that you see the blocks at the top. Oh, see, I think that's what happened though. The blocks at the top get transposed to the bottom of this screen. And they can fill this in and make it a solid block. Dude, I love breaking games. It's so much fun. Friends, like get your favorite toy and crack it open, man. Find out how this shit works. It is so rewarding. Ah, it's not doing it now. Oh well. That was a good attempt. I'm glad I got to show some stuff off. Oh, alright guys. Yo, thanks everyone. Thanks everyone for joining me here. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Where is he? Where is he? There you go. Much love, everyone. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for swinging by and checking out some Castlevania speedruns. I'm gonna be grinding this game out just as time goes on. I'm gonna try to make it out here to, do more streams and chill with y'all. I love this vibe. I'm gonna be doing some more CRT gaming stuff as well. I've got, you can't see it, but I've got Double Dragon here, which I have been also tempted to go through. So we're gonna see. Maybe I'll post a little picture of my NES collection and be like, what do we wanna, what gems do you wanna go through? What games did you love growing up? What do you wanna see me play? What did you not see growing up that you wanna see played? Like, I think that's always a cool thing too. Be like, yo, I never saw, like The Goonies is not a game that I played growing up, but it is so phenomenal being able to watch folks go through it. Play Goonies too. We got it. You'll get me there. You'll get me there eventually. Yo, friends, thanks for coming through. Like I said, I'm gonna take a quick look to see if there's anyone to raid over to. Yo, DJ Tetsujin. New old games. Let's go. Okay, let's go say hi. We're gonna go check out DJ Tetsujin's stream, see what they're up to. Friends, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for hanging out. Remember, be kind to yourselves out there, everyone. Be kind to each other. And stay safe, all right? I'll see you next time here in the basement. Adios.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm still unclear. Because everything it provides is... Oh, Mr. MKL, thank you so much.